Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Monday, the 13th of Jan. 1 week before the Trump inauguration, and we're getting the big dumperoo. Um, yeah, this 4 hour candle right now that I've just woken up to, very nasty stuff. Trying to break the lows down here, 91.9, which we did last Thursday, and then also at the 30th of December. So yeah, this could get really a little bit dumpy down into the high 80s very quick. However, there is a lot of liquidity sitting just at 90.6 to 91.1. So just underneath like here. Wait, 90.6 to 90.1. Yeah, so just underneath this right here that we haven't actually gone to grab yet. Um, but yeah, I think we're just gonna see something like 89 possibly, and then yeah, I really want to see something like a proper like like everyone's panicking, sell my crypto, and then on the weekly candle regain this, and then it's just gonna look really good. Um, but yeah, as of right now, not too much action for me in the leverage front because I'm looking at some spot things. Now, I did say I remember I was in the chat last night because I was watching the weekly close, and I did say that WorldCoin and Tau held their yearly opens, which they did. Um, sorry, yeah, they held their yearly opens on the weekly, which they did, but have since in the subsequent 4 hour candle after I went to bed dumped off a massive cliff and then bearishly retested it. So we're in the like low ranges of a lot of these alts, but you kind of want to wait for some like strength in the market or a regain because we could just go lower, especially to operate on leverage. If you're operating on spot, it's not the worst thing to start DCAing just because, for example, on WorldCoin, we're in this like daily band. We've we're also going to massively bullish diverge on the daily, but obviously, yeah, you want to just be a bit safer during leverage, which is why I didn't market smash any leverage last night. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait till Monday morning, which is quite a good thing. But yeah, I'm very focused on spot at the moment, just because I don't want to get chopped out on leverage. But yeah, WorldCoin is actually in the ban right now, and we'll see what happens with that. Tau, another thing which held its yearly open over here, and it was looking pretty not. It was looking okay just because of this bull div from here to here. But yeah, we haven't stopped, so we haven't printed the bull div yet, and yeah, we're also coming down to the band and the lower sort of range. But these things do interest me for when the market comes back, just because I think AI is going to be the one strong sector, AI and AI agents. So if you even look at like FET, who's also coming into the daily band and into like the low of the range. Uh, excuse me, can I have my brush? Down here, it does look quite attractive for like spot only. Leverage, I'd want to see some like like that, and then possibly I'll long it up to here. But yeah, it's looking a bit dumperooey. It's looking a bit dumperooey. Injective, yeah, I think I've had a couple just light spot orders hit around 19.5, which I'm quite happy with. It'll be interesting to see if this daily closes above its yearly open, but you know, um, not too much focus on alts at the moment because ETH Bitcoin is losing its low over here, and yeah, it's not looking too great. So we might actually get the full like, I mean, if that weekly close doesn't close above 3425 ish, we could be seeing the like last capitulation on alts and then the regain, which I had drawn out ages ago, but yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But yeah, anyway, for Bitcoin right now, um, I guess we're just waiting on the daily to see if that we can take that liquidity at 90 and then possibly regain something, or I think 89, 89.9 or 90 is probably the next stop in this little downtrend move. So yeah, let's see how low we can go. Um, I want to see us hold like something like this swing in here, 88 to 89k, like on a wick, and then regain. That would be ideal for me for the continuation of the bull market. Um, yeah, I actually set a couple stink bids also on PopCat after I got stopped out of my trade at the yearly open here, and the stink bids are just sort of like at like 3.6 to 4.0, or like just around in here. I think they're on like 2x, and then if we do get the big dump and something like that, I just want to have a little bit of exposure to it. But yeah, altcoins are a little bit risky right now just because Bitcoin's obviously breaking down heavily, and if you're not in any shorts, then you need to wait for more confirmation to long. And we just don't have that yet. But I'm alive to the potential opportunity of like a 2 day flash, like really big dump, and then like a regain, like a strong buyback and a regain, and then yeah, it's a bit weird because you'd think that we would run up in the anticipation of Trump getting in and then dump, but it's looking like to be the other way. So you can never really call it, can you? Um, Another thing that I've been heavily talking about is based AI. Now, this is also another spot play, um, because I think this is just going to do really well when the market does come back. And when the market comes back, I mean, Bitcoin finds support and like regains the yearly open, and we start uptrending again. I think the AI agents and the AI stuff is going to do like exceptionally well, exceptionally well. So, like even Pepe, you can see like it's completely at its bloody lows. It's actually breaking down right now, but we do have like a sort of swing in here. So we are still in that like low swing where we could like bang get that dump candle and then possibly come up and get the regain to be above the swing. But yeah, that's my general like outlook or what I'm looking for, especially on alts to like save their lives because a lot of things are kind of looking like they're about to go on life support. Um, yeah, also Sol, I'll be a buyer in here in this circle. I think I got some spot bids already. And yeah, not too much action for me in leverage at the moment, just because I don't want to get chopped out. Really don't want to get chopped out in this area, and I've had to add more margin to my Chia trade, which I'm still in, just so I don't get licked. But like, boy, that is looking rough, isn't it? Like, we really want to see this just like have some massive dump and then regain, like on a crazy buyback. Like, I don't like this like slow. That didn't happen. This slow, like grindy. Like, again, like massive dump, hit the low down here, and then like hopefully do something like that. But we're just not there yet, and it's just looking a bit rough in general. Another thing that is actually at is like a proper lows and looks a bit rough is SMT. And yes, we did get a close below that, so but I think we're gonna bull div again. So like this bull div is like it's not a reason to just long something. You wouldn't just leverage long this. What you would do is you'd wait. Not that you can leverage long SMT, but like which is quite looking not bad for spot. But what you want to wait for is that, and then the leverage trade opens up because then you have the div, and then you've got the regain, and then it's looking good. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how the American market takes all this like economic data this week because the Fed officials are speaking on I think it's tomorrow, and then uh, PPI is also tomorrow, and then we have CPI. CPI data and all the Fed stuff on Wednesday. Um, yeah, and UK GDP, that's gonna be fucking shit. Like, the thing is that as much as we would like to think that crypto is decoupled from the stock market and the economy, it's really, really not, and it's heavily dependent on the economic conditions of the world, especially America. And it's just not looking like as rosy as it was in November. But let's hope Daddy Trump can change something about that. Anyway, I'm gonna have a look in the chat. Oh, everyone's pretty quiet this morning, just listening to me ramble on. But yeah, based I have limit orders. I've been limiting in underneath $4. So $4, 3.9, all the way down here. I think a couple of my orders are going to be hit 3.5 and 3.6 now. I'm just going to lower my entry price a little bit. And yeah, this might go and hit 3.1, but I'm happy to just keep buying little bits of spot and DCA in at the moment. At the moment. Also, ETH, like, we really want to hold, like, sort of this. That's a really... Like, if we can start holding 3k on ETH after this dump, like, yeah, hopefully we can resume. But look at this bull div. Like, this is a mega bull div, by the way. Massively steep. So, like, if we do stop down here and the oscillator just, like, stops here, I think every altcoin and everything is going to bull div. And that kind of goes along with what Viking was saying about the first reactive reentry on the Bitcoin weekly time frame on Wavemaster, which I have marked out here because I saw him say this and I was like, that's actually so true that we got the reactive and we actually got the trend change straight after in the same sort of like down move when we hit the bottom. And yeah, we got the reactive and the trend change and we're getting a little bit of a dump, but this is likely gonna end somewhere. Like, I'm not sure if we're gonna go all the way back to 70k. I think it's highly unlikely. We could just do like A6 on a wick, and then the next impulse will most probably like be the last impulse of the bull market, where alts run alongside Bitcoin, and then when Bitcoin tops, alts hopefully go crazy. Hopefully, I mean, I'm still banking on it. I'm not changing anything, but yeah, it's looking a bit rough, but you know, we're still here. We're hanging in there. We're DCA in the spot. We're doing the things. We're doing things. But yeah, I mean, um, damn, Luna's. That had a. I was in a Luna trade, like, nothing crazy, like 3.8, and I was like, yo, this is going crazy. Bam, straight back in. Probably to the low of the range. Reckon we're going to do something really nasty on some of these alts now. Unfortunately, like, possibly like that, and then we'll start going. But yeah, anyone looking at anything in any trades? Have any questions? Let's check the volume. Yes, look at how much. Look at all this sell pressure in here. Oh yeah, and I am going to check long to shorts, by the way. Um, let's check the retail one as well. Let us check. Let us check. And this would also be the second red monthly candle in a row. I mean, January's only started, but we had a pretty rough one in December. And Yeah, usually the market's not too great if you get two red monthly candles in a row. Fear and greed's back at 60. Nice to see. Long to short on the 24 hour is 63.5% of retail is still long. And on CoinGlass in the last 4 hour we have, well, the reading was at 8, so there'll be another one at 12. 65.5% long accounts and 53% short apparently. So basically, still more longs. Even though marginally it's like more shorts in the market at the moment. But on the hourly it's 50-50. So there's still a lot of longs in the market that haven't been flushed. And that kind of adds fuel to the thesis that we're going to get something really nasty to flush them out and then hopefully a regain. Hopefully. But yeah, I think. What the fuck did y'all do to the markets while I was gone? I know, bro. Like, it really just. It wasn't looking that bad when you were in Cancun, bro. Like, when I was looking at your palm trees and it was like Friday on the weekend, I was like, it's not looking like. It's looking rough, but it's not looking too bad at the moment. And now it's just looking. It's looking like we're going to do the full Monty. The proper, like, wilt capitulation. But yeah, this is where legends are made, especially if we're gonna get an alt season, like, which I'm still banking on. Like, this is really when the legends are made. And with like extreme bullish divergences on the daily, and like obviously, I showed you the weekly and how this was the first divergence, and then altcoins went crazy because of this divergence on Bitcoin. Because of a lot of alts are bull divin. I think it's quite. There's still a very good chance that 6 months of this year is like we do pump and get the blow off top and the alt season and stuff like that. But maybe it's just wishful thinking. I will not be. I'm too stubborn to go back on my ideas. I think we all a bit numb at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I hope if anyone was operating in leverage that they use stops or they're on super low leverage that they can stomach like a drop like this, either one or the other. But yeah, I think we're all just a bit like we got a bit too excited, didn't we? Like the conditions of the world economy are like not good. Like the Trump, like look in hindsight, looking back on it on November, like the pump in crypto was mainly just hot air, and everyone being like, "Oh, the economy's probably gonna get better because Trump in like he's pro crypto." Like, and now we're kind of seeing like the cracks and like the economy's like not as great as we thought. Like, yeah, you gotta love hindsight. You can't really. It always looks great in hindsight, doesn't it? But yeah, we just got a little bit too excited, and rightly so. Like, it was looking very, very good up here, for example. Like, the logical thing to think was, oh, we're hitting resistance out of a long consolidation patch. We're probably going to put in a macro higher low and then go and break it on the next time. Like, it's not the wrong thinking. It's just, we're just probably everyone and their mother was allocated and now we're completely flush in the whole market. But no doubt it will be back. No doubt. Just trying to protect my spot margin account. Yeah, I'm trying to protect my capital as well, which is why I'm not being too hasty and operating with leverage at the moment. I am just in spot, like, I'll DCA, like, if I see a day like today. Because I know that at one point, like, AI will come back stronger. The AI agents is still a hot narrative. Like, it's an easy place for me to park even some leverage funds just at the moment and then just wait. What do you think about virtual, please? Can you send me the ticker, please, brother? I said, please. Ticker. Thanks. Crazy how obvious the top seem in hindsight every time. Well, yeah, but like, I mean, if if people were getting stimmies and the market was fine, like we probably would have higher load here or here. Like obviously, I'm just saying this is all hypothetical, but like the market structure for like this was like intact. Like we had a high here, we tested it here, failed, came back down, made a higher low. Now we made the higher high, which have tested the whole structure. You'd expect us to put the next higher low and then come and do it the next time, but like the market just doesn't. She giveth and she take away, and right now she is taken away. But yeah, also another thing why I was focusing on alts is because I was seeing us get rejected on this yearly open, and now we're regaining it. So we could see a heavily Bitcoin driven move, which is going to be like a big dump, and then a possible like Bitcoin leading pump, and then get like a lower high, and then see the alts come back. So alts could do something really, really nasty in the short term. Um, but why are people not? Market has to retrace. Probably because there was too much risk on the table, unfortunately. I didn't have like a whole lot of risk on the table, but I did have a little bit. So I did get stopped on a couple of things. Like it's not like I'm some saint that was unscathed, but the run up was nice enough to me to make enough profit that I really don't mind. Didn't mind trying to catch the like higher lows, the potential higher lows. I'm new. Sorry. Oh, it's okay, brother. Welcome, welcome to the community. Where are you from? I know it's on Binance Futures. Well, I'll just search up. Isn't it AIXBT? Is that virtuals or virtual? This one? Yes. Yes. Ooh, so this is brand new, brand spanking new. Done a 15x already. Um, gonna just check out the 1.5 bill market cap. Wow, that is pretty insane. Um, so as a chart, obviously there's not a lot of data to go off. Like we don't really have. I guess we do kind of have daily swings, kind of there. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of data on this chart other than like this is obviously the low that you don't want to break. Um, this is still in an uptrend because of obvious reasons, but that could change if we come and get a lower high here. Um, if I was just looking at this chart in isolation, I'd be like, yeah, you should buy this. Like we're at demand, like it's probably gonna go up here. Even if you get the bearish retest, you can sell. But right now, I would not advise you to be making too much moves, especially in leverage, just because we want to see what happens with the data and Bitcoin, and the market's looking a bit rough. But I mean, if you can get a deeper retrace or a hold here, and you like the coin, feel free to buy it on spot. I would definitely probably set some stink bids around here if you want to get on spot. Like this is probably a good area, especially if we get like a nasty dump, a naughty dump. But I mean, it's uptrending. The only thing I can say is it's uptrending and it hasn't lost its low, but the rest of the market's looking a bit dog shit. So just be careful and try and protect your capital as much as possible in this time. And yeah, looking decent. Thailand, oi. I think I want to come and live in Thailand as well, brother. I've had enough of London. Whereabouts are you living? I like the girls. Don't we all? Yeah, I might come and live in Thailand as well. Just because it's so cheap out there. And I really want to move out of UK. It's just the only thing about UK is the time zone is the best, guys. So like, just being in this time zone is like I get a bit of everything. Like I can stay up for Asia. It's not too late. Like the the daily close is actually at the daily close. Like it just makes sense. And like if I'm really like if the market's like thumping, I can wake up at 8 a.m. for the London session. Like it's not that deep. Yeah, the Oz time zone sucks. That's the only reason why I don't want to go to Thailand. Is the time zone absolutely sucks balls. Gone Ken. Nice. I might. Yeah. The daily for me is 6 p.m. I like it. Yeah, I mean, you go to sleep at like 9 p.m. like a Gramps though. Lol. Yeah, I might go to Koh Samui or Singapore Legends. Yeah, Singapore's just a little bit. I've been to Singapore. My girlfriend went to school in Singapore as well. It's cool. It's really cool, but it's a little bit boring compared to Thailand, and it's so expensive compared to Thailand. I'm an old timer. Yeah, facts. You can fly anywhere for cheap. I think I'm gonna go to China very soon. You cannot bring your girlfriend, okay? uh, I'll get 3 new ones in Thailand. Nah, but like, I'm a massive, I'm a massive. Oh wait, before we actually start just chatting, is there anything, any charts or anything anyone wants me to look at? Because I might stop my recording soon. Jack Ladyboys only. No, I was gonna say I'm a massive animal lover, bro. And there's like a ton of stray dogs in Thailand, and it low key like breaks my heart. Like I'd love to just move out there, like have some massive compound and just like save loads of dogs and just trade, save loads of dogs. Like it would just be elite, wouldn't it? It just sounds like the sort of life I would love to live. Give me Hosky and Ada, not Hosky. Tia, see how red my account is without looking at it. Bro, facts, you know. That one is like. That one is heaving right now. It is heaving.
Jackie boy.
Hello, brother. How you doing?
How long you been streaming, bro?
About half an hour. I was just gonna wrap up the recording, to be honest, and we were just gonna chill for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm chilling as well, bro. I'm flying to Thailand on the 15th, so I'm just fixing up all my shindigs,
Oh, we were literally
making sure
just talking
everything's
about Thailand in the chat.
bumpy. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good old Taiwanese land, eh? Crazy.
Love it.
I'm going with my mate Brownski as well, so it's probably gonna get a little bit hectic. I'm not drinking though.
Oh,
That's my
are you sure about
I'm not drinking, dude. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. I'm kind of sure. Not drinking, dude.
that? We'll
But I'm
see.
going with Brownski. So we might, I don't know, we're not going to get pissed up, but it's like we're going for a couple of months because my mate's never been there before. And I was like, dude, come on. You guys got to add me on, yeah, some guy wrote in the chat 3 girls on each arm. You got to ask, add me on Instagram Legends because I will be definitely documenting it on the Insta. I'll put my Instagram link in the chat and I'll let you get on with the video, but I'll chime in if I see anything, bro.
Yeah, definitely follow MDX on Instagram. It's fucking hilarious. And it will probably be a good time if you're going with Brownski. You're going to do a couple podcasts out there, aren't you? nice little podcast lined up and stuff like that. I was actually thinking of
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
going out there as well. Actually
Well, mate, if
doing
you're
it.
about, I'm there till like the 16th of Feb, and then I'm flying back to sort something. I got my driving license sorted out in Dubai, so that's gonna be sick. Get that, and then I'm going back out that way again. Yeah, it's gonna be, it's fucking cold in Europe, so and I'm in Dubai right now, but it's just Asia. I'm feeling Asia at this
Mm,
point.
this is the
Let's
time of
do
year for it.
this. Yeah, it is. Right now it's really good in Asia. It's also a really good time of year in Dubai right now. But I spent most of my time in Dubai last year here. But my kind of how I do it is usually I would spend January, February, March in Dubai. Then as it gets warmer in Europe, I go hit up like Greece, Cyprus, Italy, and
Yeah.
then towards the end of the year hit up the Singapore areas, and then Christmas at home, and then recycle again. That's
Hmm.
kind of the split.
Yes. This new guy that I asked him, I was like, "Where you from, brother?" He was like, "Ah, I'm living in Thailand," and that's how the whole conversation started.
Bro, everyone's moving out there because it's just so much cheaper
But it's just
and the
fun.
quality of life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you go to London, like I went to London. I was in Mayfair, I was in the areas, and I was, you go spend £500 a night on a hotel, which is a lot of money,
Hmm.
and it's a shit. It's literally shit. Even in Dubai, if you the thing is about Dubai is expensive, but you pay expensive prices, but you get the best shit in the world.
Hmm.
But the problem about London is like you pay expensive prices, but you don't get the best stuff.
Yeah, you don't get
Nah,
the best service.
you don't get just everything is just not the best stuff. Just generally speaking, like you're not going to get the best service, you're not going to get the best room, you're not going to have like
Safety,
things,
security.
amenities. The food's not going to be as tasty. Yeah, exactly. There's loads of stuff. It's just like even some of the most expensive restaurants in London. Okay, there are a few really good ones, obviously, but it's just like the entry level is not as good as it would be in Dubai, even though it's expensive here. But you get the best quality of everything, and like it's just crazy, man. Like it's not worth the bang for your buck right now, especially with the weather and shit as well. It's just like the summer in England is amazing. I will happily be chilling out in Notting Hill in London in the summer, June and July. It's probably one of the best places in the world to be. Is
Hmm.
London in the summer? But like any other time, just nah, it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense to me anymore.
I agree. I've been feeling a lot like that recently as well, man. I'm just like, why am I here when I could just be
Yeah,
in Thailand, like living like an absolute king for half the price, like an absolute king, and the weather's
exactly.
lovely, like, and the people are really friendly, and I would say it's relatively safe, like relatively compared to London, like
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is. It
it's
is
not more
safe. They're
dangerous.
very, very strict. It's not more dangerous, no. They're extremely strict on things like fighting, and actually, in some, I know it sounds crazy. Like Bangkok's obviously known for loads of freaking prostitution, but they're actually like pretty darn strict on quite a lot of stuff in some areas about like showing, skin and like they're actually. I think there's quite a big Muslim population there as well. So like it's and also fighting, bro. If you have a fight, um, I think if it's a fight which you started, you go to jail for 3 months.
Mm,
That's it. Like you don't get that in England. Like
yeah.
they're very hard
Yeah,
on
they
it
don't
actually.
fuck
So you
around.
don't.
They
It's
used to
like
be super hard with drugs as
no.
well. Like if you had the tiniest bit of drugs on you, you could go to prison for like 10 years, but they've since relaxed some of it with
I know, I
like
know. They relaxed
certain
a few
ones.
bits and bobs,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
which is nice for tourists because a lot of people are getting themselves in trouble, but still it's like it creates a more like safer atmosphere in general. And
it's just the culture as well, bro. Like it's. I think it's Yeah, I think there's some. I don't exactly know whether it's like Hindu or Buddhism or whatever it is, but it's just a very, very like peaceful society. I know that Bali is super safe. They actually laugh about it when I went there. They were like, "Yeah, bro, this ain't America." I was like, "Is it safe here?" They were like, "Mate, it's not America." I was just laughing. I was like, "Yeah, they see it all on the news." But yeah, it's super safe, nice people, very relaxed culture, and people don't have that kind of because they live in paradise essentially, like Koh Samui, for instance. You're living in paradise, like you just don't have the time to just everyone's just like pissed off, annoyed, wet, cold,
in
trying to
London,
get to
yeah,
get to work in London. Yeah, like that's why they're pissed off and angry. Like, but in why would you be like that? Even if you're not making loads of money, you don't need loads of money. You live in paradise. Like the reason
literally.
everyone's scrambling to make money in London is because they don't live in paradise. It's horrible. There's an excuse to leave. They need the money to get the flight to get to the location, which is nice.
Mm.
But You don't need that in Thailand. That's why I think a lot of these countries, which are
Oh,
extremely beautiful countries, they just don't ever. They haven't had like, let's say, I actually have a whole theory about the Industrial Revolution, bro. Like, I reckon it happened in England because obviously England was a perfect geographical location. It was small enough to get all the canals and everything connected. But also, like, that would like the Industrial Revolution would never have happened in like Hawaii because no one cares.
mm,
Like the reason that they're trying to make like they're trying to like the Industrial Revolution happened in the UK was just because it was like no one was doing anything. It was wet and cold. It was like, what are we gonna do? Okay, let's make some fucking money so we can sail across to America and start a new world. And like you're not gonna get the Industrial Revolution in frickin' in the Caribbean. Like everyone's
Coron.
like,
Like,
no,
yeah, everyone's just chilling,
I'm
having a
not doing
great
that.
time,
I'm
like
chilling.
great
Like
life.
yeah, I don't need money. I don't need all your bullshit. I don't need to go to work. I'm just gonna sit on the beach, have a coconut with a pina colada, and chill out. And like, that's like, fuck that, bro. Anyway, I'll let you get on, dude. I'm gonna start rambling otherwise.
Just to top it, to round it all off, that's a very good point that you said that, like, compared to, like, if you compare the same people in Thailand as in London, like, no one has time for you in London. Like, everyone's
Don't beat.
like really like not in a good mood. But if you go to Thailand, like, people are very receptive and they're more like grounded and they're just way more like, I don't know, it's less superficial and just like everyone's just having a better time and like feels better about their life. Like, they're actually like living a little bit. So yeah, no, it's great out there.
Agree.
It's really good. I want to get out, but the only shit thing is the time zone. It's like if I were to go live there, like the time zone just sucks.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I think I was looking at it because I'm going there. I was looking at it yesterday. So like, a lot of my devs are in Florida. So
Mm,
if it's like 9 a.m. for me, it's like 9 p.m. for them. So it's
yeah.
pretty much like an
Opposite.
opposite. But yeah, it's pretty much opposite. But it's like it can work. The worst ones are when you're like semi. When you're completely opposite, it actually can be okay because you can brief like people like well, work wise. But it's when you're like in this kind of cross section
Mhm.
between like the worst. It's actually complete opposite isn't as bad as being like 3/4 opposite because
Yeah.
there's like this weird little like catchment zone where you end up, they are just waking up, you're just going to bed, and it's like that annoying time. But if it's like if I'm 10 a.m. and they're 10 p.m., I can like still get hold of them at 10 p.m. and then brief them on stuff and say, in the morning when you wake up, do this. Then when I actually do my day in the evening, then we'll do anyway. I'm
Yeah.
rambling on, but like I find like complete opposite isn't as bad as some other time zones. Like for instance, Dubai is worse for me right now because it's fucking annoying. Like my devs will be doing stuff and it'll be like they'll be like, oh yeah, let's jump on a call, and I'll be like, I can't do that time. That would be like 2 a.m. for me. So
Mm.
yeah, it's annoying, man. But that's the world we live in.
It's what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, wow, we're getting the dump a
Don't beat.
right now. We're getting a huge one. So many dump hits on the dashboard. Hold on.
Dumpy,
Yeah, it's
dumpy.
just
Yeah,
going
no,
off
it's
in my
looking
headphones right now.
Don't beat.
2 mil
yeah.
on a
So we had the
sell,
buy
bang.
zone. Yeah, we had that buy zone which it popped off on, and then yeah, this was yeah. If we lose this level, it's 85, 85,300, and then we could get a nice flush down. It wouldn't surprise me. It would be more healthy for the market for it to go all the way down to the prior swing high on the higher time frames. So that would be taking it to around 77, I think. But and then we'd actually fill that gap which is down there. That prior swing high down there. If it came and
This one.
retested that on the macro, we're all good.
Yeah, see,
I would say, well, there is that level, but I would say it'd go a bit further than that. But yeah,
well, like possibly down, maybe even to here. See. This is what I want to see. This is just what I want to see. It's not gonna happen. I want to see like this like huge dump like down into here, and then like a regain. But I mean, it's looking very very
yeah,
far
that's
from it at
there
the
is an
moment.
85.3 is a buy for sure with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
area of support. That's the last level to hold. So you buy it and then you just have a hedge and then basically put your stuff under the wicks. And if it loses that, then you go all the way down. There was potentially some shorts, but it kind of has been rejected quite quickly. I would have liked to have seen it come up to about almost 100k. Would have been a nice head short, but you can't take every. You got to wait for the things to come to you. You don't want to force trades. So
mm,
like if it does go down to that 77ish, 75, 77, that would definitely be a buy. And we can actually do some pretty nice hedge shorts there because potentially it will bounce up. You get into longs, then you hedge a short after you take some profit, and then potentially this could be the beginning of maybe a bigger more long term downtrend. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying you can then get some nice hedge shorts just in case. And then if it does break the all time high, you make sure that's a 1% loss, and then you've just done the same thing as you do on the way up and the way down. So
Mhm.
yeah, you want to play chess against everything. But it's definitely a buy lower, and if it fills the gap, I'm definitely buying that area, like 75, 77. I need to get my chart up. I'm actually going to do my forecast for 2025 today.
Okay,
So I'm going to be
nice.
uploading a video later. Yeah, I'm
Lovely.
going to go through all like I did at the beginning of every year, yeah, like full long term, then the medium term. Not, I'll look at the short term, but there's no point because the video will be more about what I think is going to happen in the next year of 2025. But yeah, I'm gonna upload my video later tonight, so you guys will see that.
Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. He does not sleep. Yeah, and we're also breaking up on the USDT dominance, but I mean, it's nothing to really to panic about because even if we do like come up to where I've got signified on the chart, it's still gonna look like a bearish retest with a lower low. So unless we get like a higher low then and then start doing something like that, and then that will probably coincide with Bitcoin doing something really nasty and coming back down to like 75, like Max just said. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how the data goes this week. We've got a lot of data coming out, and then we got Trump inauguration, and then yeah, it could get really, really, really hairy. But I mean, like, it's hard not to just silently think that we're gonna have some sort of relief bounce at least soon. But yeah, alt's getting rinsed right now, absolutely rinsed. But yeah, 11:45. Retail stable, I believe, is bottoming. Let's have a look. What's the best? Should I do it on the index? Yeah. That's the weekly. Yeah, so on the daily, we do look like we could be bottoming, especially as we come down into here. But it's just not there yet. It probably looks decent on the 4 hour, but the 4 hour just looks really rough, especially after like breaking this low and this low. If we can like flick up and close above this on the 4 hour, it wouldn't look. It'd still be holding on for dear life, but I just don't really. I don't really like it at the moment, to be honest. But yeah, a lot of these altcoins are bull diving, so I think like literally like every coin is gonna bull div on the oscillator if we get a low here. Let's just have a look. So ETH from here to here, massive bull div. XRP actually looks like weirdly strong. Um, didn't get the retest, but Solana is probably gonna bull div as well from here to there. Yeah, that's a crazy one. But so yeah, keep that in mind, and then retest stable. It doesn't matter any chart. Yeah, I mean it does look like on the daily it could be having a turn up soon, but I just like I'm not gonna get chopped out in leverage at the moment. Like if I see something like very very clear cut, like we close above 92.5 on the daily or something, like this starts coming back up and then this starts arcing around, then yeah, and then the alts will be looking good as well. Other than that, I'm just gonna focus on spot right now, and like maybe if we do get into like some of this sort of stuff, possible. Possible. But yeah, just that looks like super rough, doesn't it? If I just get rid of all of this drawing. It's just the classic bearish retest on Sunday to Monday with a huge wick up that we tried to reclaim, but then we didn't close. And then the subsequent 4 hour candle, which also bearishly retested on the wick, and now we're getting the huge Monday morning dump. So yeah, but it is not all doom and gloom yet, although it's looking a bit gloomy. But yeah, lastly, based AI is still looking really good. Of course, if we do something nasty on Bitcoin, this is not going to survive, but it's been pretty strong throughout. And I just like this area for potentially getting into like a new hot AI project, AI agent project, which is like still at a very small market cap. I think it's like 130, 130. But yeah, I think that's about all I've got for you guys today. I will be keeping an eye on things like render, even though I need to delete all those drawings. Um, like if we do close this daily back above the yearly, it will look really good, but not right now. And yeah, I'm going to be waiting for all these bull divs to print because look at this. From here, we actually bullishly dived already over here, and then we're going to bullish div another crazy bullish div. So if we can like make it down into the band on this, I know there's too many blushes here, but if we can make it down into the band on that, and then get a massive bull div, and we'll have like two, like it'll be looking pretty good. So, but yeah, don't be too hasty. And I think I'm gonna stop the recording there.